Okay, sounds good.
Hello and welcome everyone to Southern New Hampshire University versus the NYIT Cybears. We are getting into picks and bans. My name is Timothy Fowler. I'm the director of esports. With me is Michael. Michael, would you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Michael. I am the JV director of esports, and I also play for the JV League of Legends team here at Southern New Hampshire University.
Getting into picks and bans, it looks like NYIT on the left here is going to be banning out Brand and Scion, while SNHU is going to be banning LeBlanc and Karthus. Karthus Jungle has been particularly frustrating to play against lately, so I think that that's a good decision on their part. More bans coming in for Ezreal and Darius, and we get NYIT's first pick.
Ezreal was a really popular ban in the patch before too, but even since the crit item changes to the ADC, he's even risen more in popularity than he has before.
Yep. Looks like they're gonna go with the Urgot. Urgot can be flexed top lane or mid lane, so not necessarily total commitment to a particular location. Lysandre coming out for SNHU in the mid lane, and Caitlyn in the bot lane. This is shaping up to be an exciting match. NYIT is the only other undefeated team in the East Coast Conference, so whoever takes the match today is going to be able to take first place in the conference and remain undefeated. Like a Braum pick coming out for NYIT. And Azir in the mid lane against the Lysandra.
We haven't seen a Azir in quite a long time actually, so it's a little surprising that he would go with this pick.
Yep. We will see how it goes. Yorick pickup from SNHU for the top lane for Natless. And we go into the second round of bans. Like NYIT still has to pick an ADC as well as a jungler, so SNHU should probably be focusing their bans on those positions.
With the Azir locked in the mid lane too, we can pretty much almost assume that Urgot's going top. But
Yep.
since he has Ignite, we can also probably assume he's going to start that unsealed spellbook, try and get some early pressure with the Ignite, and then probably switch to a TP when he needs it.
Yep. Or he might begin with the TP and then switch over to Ignite at level 6. The Urgot ultimate with Ignite is just an incredible amount of damage. Jarvan ban from NYIT and a Xin ban from SNHU. Looks like the junglers are going to get targeted here. Rengar ban. NYIT's jungler has quite a few games on Rengar. Last ban for NYT is Morgana. That is an interesting one. Someone doesn't tend to play a lot of Morgana, but it would be great in the composition that they're looking at. Sejuani pick up. SNHU looking to get that long range initiation and tankiness out of her.
If this is her stage of cleanse too, it looks like those ganks in the mid lane are going to be a little bit harder, especially because Azir just happens to be so naturally mobile with his soldiers
Yep.
that even if you can't see him with the cleanse, it's going to be hard to secure.
Lucian in the bot lane, so it looks like they'll have a Lucian Braum down there. Hecarim out of the jungle. SNHU deciding their support pick. Hovering Karma. And they will choose the Karma. So we have a solid minute for players to pick runes and summoner spells, and then we are going to go into a 3-minute spectator delay. SNHU coming in with a lot of CC out of the Sedwani and Lysandra, and a bit from the Yorick as well, plus they have that split push power from Yorick in the top lane, so looks like they're going to be focusing on turrets and really putting pressure onto the enemy structures.
Really interested to see how this bot lane goes too, because SNHU has definitely a more poke composition on their side for the bot lane, but the Lucent and Braum in the bot lane is a deadly combo for NYIT.
SNHU spent quite a bit of time earlier today preparing for the match. We had a scrimmage at 5 o'clock against the University of Pikeville that went pretty well. So they are looking to put the same plans into action here. Another minute here on the spectator delay, then we will get right into the game. Alright, getting into the game here, we have NYIT on the blue side of the map in the bottom left, and SNHU in the top side of the map, red side in the top right. Bring down our lineup pretty briefly. In the top lane, we have Sultan Natlis Akhter, a senior business major. In the mid lane, we have Mike Simlata's Show, a sophomore graphic design major. In the jungle, we have Xinjiang Bloody DX Dong, a freshman computer science major. In the bot lane on ADC is Connor Mistrust Lefebvre, and he is a senior environmental science major. And on support, we have John Stillman, aptly named senior accounting and finance major. Looks like they're going to fan out and make sure that nobody's sneaking into their jungle early. Top lane managing to take out a ward in the pixel brush. That is great. It really limits the vision of the enemy team in the early game and gives the jungler a little bit more to work with.
SNHU going for the red start, while NYIT is going to start down with the blue side, opposite side of the jungle. I wonder if they're going to end up doing some vertical jungling.
They may. That you really shoving the first wave there, trying to get as much pressure as possible down on the enemy team.
SNHU's bot lane's going to try and poke them down before the NYIT bot lane has all their engage tools. Get them low so that way when they do engage, they're already at pretty low health.
Simlitel getting pressured off of his wave there. Still no level 2 on NYIT's bot lane.
Little bit of pressure up here on the top side of the jungle. Bloody TX getting pushed out of the river, but...
And here's Simlitels to back him up, and there's the Urgot coming down from top lane, so they are going to back off. No flash on Bloody TX. They managed to take the first blood.
Already only 3 minutes in the bot lane, though. Mistrust is taking a pretty good CS lead. Up 10 CS, only 3 minutes, almost 4 minutes in the game.
Almost 2 plates on that tower as well. That is a huge gold advantage for them.
Mistrust and the support getting caught out in the bot lane. Heck of a gank there, but it looks like Blood TX is coming in for trying to look for a counter gank, see what they can do here. Both of the NYIT bot laners are pretty low, but looks like not much is going to happen.
Top lane fight between Natlis and Mobile Game Noob. fairly even. Atlas getting a little bit of a better trade there.
The Your Q really helping out there. Your Q gives some lifesteal on hit when you use it, so really easy to trade early.
There's the Predator out from Hecarim. Manages to grab Mistrust.
Yeah, it looks like NYIT is really looking to just pressure this bot lane down below.
Well, they recognize that the SNH2 strategy there is really to just press and deny farm on that Lucian. So in order for them to do so, they have to be a little bit out of position, which Hecarim took advantage of.
The Caitlyn coming with a full BF sword back in the bot lane still is going to apply a lot more pressure there, even with the Lucian just backing with a Vampiric Scepter.
Yep, getting that plate really does help. Huge farm advantage, and the plate junction allows them to pick up that BF sword.
Despite the Lysandra getting very pressured by the Caesar, he's managed to keep up surprisingly well.
Flash out of the enemy Lucian, he's not going to have an escape. Ignite going down.
That might be enough to take him down.
Lives
Just
with
barely
30
not enough to take
HP.
him down.
Mistrust doing a little bit of a dance there to make sure that the wave stays in a good spot for him. Going to try to probably freeze it there and deny the enemy Lucian the ability to farm it. Rift Herald going over to the enemy Hecarim. Nope. No, it did not. My apologies.
Hecarim coming in top of this Yorick. Smart blast, but might not be enough to get away.
Does manage to hold the Hecarim in under the tower. Does get the Hecarim, but gets killed by the Urgot in response.
Good 1v1.
SNHU knowing that the Hecarim is in the top lane there, is going to go ahead and take the dragon, it looks like. Wind Dragon's not the most crucial, but not bad in the early game.
Yeah, they're especially going to want to make sure this Hecarim doesn't get it, because Wind Drakes are just going to make the Hecarim even more strong.
Yep. Mistrust again, extending his farm lead almost to a 30 CS lead.
Looking to collapse here on SNHU. NYIT goes on the Karma, flashes away. Now onto the Caitlyn.
Simultel in with ult though. Two members of SNHU going down.
NYIT's going to proceed onto the Dragon here now. Going to get this uncontested, knowing that two members of SNHU had died and the rest had to back. A little interested here because the NYIT support has actually switched out his warding totem for a sweeper, but he's not that close to finishing his quest, so he's going to be without a trinket for a little bit.
All things considered, he doesn't have the ability to leave this tower very frequently, so it's not going to be a huge disadvantage.
Zer popping the cleanse there, since one might try and look for an ult here. Ult down on the Zer. SNHU's going to try and pick up a kill, and it looks like they're going to get it.
There they go. Hecarim coming in, though. Looks like a teleport coming from Natlas. Try to back up Bloody TX.
Also,
gets the stun.
Lucid falling low. Lucid falling. All coming in from Urgot, securing the kill on Sejuani. Going on to the Yorick. York's going to try his best and might be able to 1v2 them.
Gets
taking
one.
The kill on the Hecarim.
Still has the Maiden. Going to be able to push this wave. There go the zombies. Gonna reset, get back now that Simulatel's coming back to lane. Bot lane going over to SNHU. They're gonna look to rotate top once we get Natlas back. He was going to rotate down into the bottom lane. Black Cleaver finish for Natlas. His kills managed to, or excuse me, for MOBA game news.
Yeah, SNHU is going to send their bot lane up to the top lane, try and get that turret now. Send Nautilus down to the bot lane to see if he can hold it against the Braum Lucid.
Mistrust almost 40 farm ahead. Translates to nearly 3 kills. Spillman heading into the enemy jungle to take a look. Like the fight's gonna start down here. Ult coming in from Mistrust, managed to take out the Hecarim. Stun onto his ear. Simulatel just getting out.
Going in on the Sejuani now. She has the Earth all on her.
There she goes. Natlas in the bot lane.
But
Shoving the enemy turret, able to use the zombies from the Yorick to really get pressure down there. Like they're going to collapse onto Natlas. I think he could fight this Hecarim. Definitely not two of them, though. So close. Almost got away there. Simlitel putting pressure in the mid lane, punishing the team for rotating all the way down there. Looks like they're going to stick around for Dragon as well. It's an opportunity for Simlitel to take this tower. And he backs off.
It looks like both teams are now going to go in the lane swap, with both bot lanes going up to the top lanes, and the top lanes going down to the bot. Might look for a gank up here in this top lane, but both bot laners from NYIT are getting back just in time.
Well, we have 3 members up towards the top. It looks like Simlitel is going to be coming as well, looking to pick up this Rift Herald. Really start pressuring down more towers. Already with a 2-turret advantage. Able to take the Rift Herald. Hecarim at 50%.
Gotta go in on the SNH support. Stillman's gonna fall to the Lucian, but Sejuani's gonna try and get a trade kill on the Azure.
No luck, but is able to get out.
Natlas also going in on the Erdot down in the bot lane. He's gonna try and see if he can pick up a kill here. Going back in on the Sejuani. Looks like she's gonna fall though. The Azure chunking out Caitlyn to a little bit more than half health.
SNDG's pushing for that mid turret.
This NYT top laner too is picking up quite a bit of a bounty. SNHU is gonna look to try and claim that.
Atlas headed back to the top lane. It looks like SNHU is going to bring 4 to the mid. Probably look to drop that Rift Herald pretty soon here. Try to get these turrets down. There it goes. Hecarim coming in.
Big Erdot coming in from NYIT.
Yeah, he's in the middle of 4 though. Looks like he's dropping down. Ultimate from Sejuani gets the slow.
Looks like they're gonna end up dropping 1-for-1 with the tower going over to SNHU.
Yeah, that large bounty on Urgot did get claimed, so SNHU coming out ahead on that. They'll probably end up losing their own mid tower, but it's a fair trade for both teams. Mr. S finishing his second item. He's going to really start putting out damage here.
Snowman just stopping the backs of NYT. Gonna make it a little bit harder for them to clear the wave in time.
A message in the chat from Lone DM says, "Why is this an important game?" So both of these teams are 2-0 in the conference. Whoever wins this game is going to move on to be undefeated. SNHU warding around this dragon. Looks like they're going to try to secure it. It is an Infernal, and NYIT was able to take the first two, Wind and Infernal Drake, so taking an Infernal, if for no other reason than to deny it from NYIT, is very beneficial to SNHU. Ult coming out from Braum. Big fight breaking out. Simlitel in his ultimate manages to take out the Braum. Distress still alive, but getting hit by that Azir.
Azir gonna take out the Caitlyn before he goes down. 3 for 3 on both sides, but NYT does have their jungler up, so I don't think SNHU is gonna try and go for this dragon.
They're both very weak on NYIT's side. I don't know that they have the health to even contest. Question is, can SNHU actually put out the damage to kill the dragon? It looks like they're just gonna back off. Clear out the vision, try to take the next fight in this location. Snowman building up that vision score, ensuring that SNHU has all the vision in this area. Take a look here, NYIT has almost no vision on that entire side of the map down in the bottom right. SNHU starting up the dragon, looking like they're going to rush that down, try to get a smite on it. There they go. NYT backing off, recognizing they have their Urgot on the top side of the map.
Simlitel is going to clear a couple of wards in the back of the pit, try and get a little bit of extra gold.
Blue buff going over to Simlitel. Atlas heading up to the top lane to try to stop this Urgot from taking the turret.
Atlas might not look it from his KDA, but is actually extremely strong right now. It's kind of hard to go up against him, and even in team fights, he's doing out a lot of damage.
Got that Trinity Force power spike helping him quite a bit. Karma and Braum here fighting over vision score.
Hecarim going in on the Karma. Azur's gonna claim that kill actually. Quick pickup for NYIT.
Azir still going. Like might, oh no, doesn't go down to mistrust there. Is able to get away.
Almost whiffed. NYT's gonna back out of the jungle before a little bit more happens.
Looking
Might look
to
go for the Baron
take down
here.
the Baron, yep. Simlitel still has his ultimate up. See if he's going to get in there, ult himself, try to get damage onto this entire team. Gonna have to go soon. Able to root the Braum, but rest of the team able to get away. In response, they're gonna send 3 up top here, try to shut down this turret as quickly as they can before they have to go on the defensive against that Baron buff. Bit of global gold there for SNHU. Mistrust able to finish the rapid fire cannon. He's going to have quite a bit of poke power. It's going to be up to the rest of the team to really keep the Hecarim and the Azir off of him so he can put out as much damage as possible.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Trust grabbing red buff on his way to top lane. Looks like Azir and Lucian up here pressuring. Have to be very careful in the jungle here. They don't want to get picked off so low. They really want to take a 5v5 fight.
Hecarim's gonna take the Caitlyn out of this fight. That's a lot of damage gone from SNHU. Gonna look to turn on the Sejuani, and the Urgot ult is gonna confirm that.
They really don't want to be taking fights in the jungle like that. They're a siege composition, so their goal is to stand in one location and slowly pressure.
NYIT looks like they're going to take as much as SNHU's bottom side jungle before they leave. Maybe try and get up for this drag that's coming up in 30 seconds.
Never falter.
NYT sending most of the forces down for this another Cloud Drake. Really going to help out that Hecarim there. SNHU coming down to contest. Hecarim going in on the Lissandra and the Caitlyn. Going to be caught out though.
Yeah, Simlital got a great ultimate off on that Hecarim, locking him down.
Big Urgot ult right there.
Yeah, I managed to fear the rest of the team and really turn that fight around.
Zara going to look for the Karma kill here. He might get taken down by Caitlyn, but I think he's going to get out just fine. Zara going to take the tower down in the bot lane.
Easy rot portal picked up for now. Like he's gonna probably focus primarily on split pushing here and taking down turrets on the opposite side of the map as the rest of the team.
SNHU trying to look to catch out this Braum here. It's going to safely back away, though, because they don't know where the rest of the team is.
Atlas drawing the Urgot to the bot lane to ensure that they don't take the tower.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
SNHU trying to get a pick here, maybe. Setting up the Karma and the Sejuani in the side bush.
Lane pressure in the bot lane back on SNHU. Atlas clearing out this wave, hoping to push that down. They need to get that wave back pressured towards the NYIT's side so that he can be freed up to come and defend Baron.
He does have TP up, so he might look to just split push until they need him, but NYIT is going to go on the Baron here.
SNHU with no vision, a little bit worried about walking through that jungle. Baron's taken.
Azur ulting quite randomly. Might have been a misclick.
Another Windrake coming up next.
NYIT looking to catch out this Karma here.
So difficult, but because he needs to be out there really taking vision for the team, trying to make sure that NYT isn't taking free dragons and barons as they were able to, but Hecarim is just so fast and has such a fast engage, it's able to just catch him out.
NYT in a 4v5 situation is going to look to try and take this bot tower.
They have the Azir pressuring mid as well.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Gonna look to cut off SNHU from going to defend that mid tower. Gonna see if they can grab this and hit here.
His inhibitor has been destroyed.
I thank you for your service.
Looking to get this third Cloud Drake. That's gonna be huge for Hecarim. He's gonna be able to get those picks a lot easier. Good stop from the Sejuani there, stopping the Hecarim from getting a pick on one of the primary carries.
Energy definitely in a bit of a waiting game now.
Die with me, brother.
Don't have the ability to move out onto the map, and they have super minions spawning in the mid lane, pushing it down, pressuring them that way. They're gonna have to farm up quite a bit with a 8k gold deficit means that NYT is much stronger.
With Baron falling soon, SNH is just going to look to try and turn it here. Try and get some gold off these minions that are coming in. Hopefully try and get some items to try and be able to hold up a fight against NYIT.
I think that they're still okay if they take the right fight. The issue is that they've been getting caught by this Hecarim with the speed, and if they're able to take a fight in front of a turret like this, I think that they have a decent chance.
Have a Guardian Angel coming in on Mistrust here, so that way if he gets popped, he'll be able to come back.
Baron buff dropping for NYIT. They do not have the same pressure that they did on the turrets before. Super minions in the mid lane though. Oop, Hecarim getting caught by a trap. NYIT getting low.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Both teams clearing out their jungle, picking up buffs, waiting set up for the next fight.
Azura in the top lane, looking to get a pick on Scimitos here.
Able to do
Might
so.
be able to- With the Lissandra down, NYIT is going to look to push in this top lane, Lissandra being one of the big damage set dealers on SNH.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
One more grave.
Hecarim going in, gets stunned. Able to pop that Guardian Angel. A lot of damage coming out from Mistrust in the back line.
NYIT is going to have
Flash and a kill.
much damage coming in from Mistrust here.
Similitels with a three-person
Nice
snare.
over by Lissandra.
Red team's turret has been destroyed. Shut down.
Scimitos and Mistrust just picking up that fight.
Spawning soon.
Similtel able to get the Zoni's Hourglass. It's going to help him quite a bit in team fights. Able to make himself immune while still dealing damage. Elder Dragon is up, Baron is up, so NYT is going to be looking for those objectives. They have 4 Dragon buffs as it stands right now, so doubling those is going to be huge for them. Mistrust finishing a full 6-item build, just picking up that Bloodthirster here. They're able to keep him safe in the backline, allow him to put out the damage, really pressure the enemy. Start to take him down. Pulling the dragon out here, looks like NYT is going to try to engage. Hecarim from the backside.
Nice all coming in from the Lissandra, getting get a lot of his health back.
There's Zonia's.
Carries.
Mistress still putting out damage from the backline. Azir with the shuffle manages to take 4 people.
NYIT with the ace here might look for the Elder Dragon, but might actually sounds like they're gonna go and try to just end the game right here.
They have the minions for it. Have nearly 35-second respawn times on SNAG. It looks like they're gonna pressure down and take game 1. Game 1 going over to NYIT. Going to jump over and call with the team. In the meantime, we should be back in just a few minutes for game 2. Looks like there was a bit of a hiccup there. Looking to start game 2 back up. Players into their positions, and we will starting pick ban right back up. All right, back into pick ban. Blanc ban coming out from SNHU. Ezreal ban from NYIT. Arthas banned from SNHU. Still don't want to see that coming out of the jungle. Almost exactly the same bans, but a Lissandra ban coming out from NYIT, trying to keep Simlitels off of that champion. Urgot pick for Natlas in the top lane.
Real excited to see how Nalis is going to do on this Urgot. He did pretty good on the Yorick last game, so a little bit of a change up here, but kind of excited.
We'll see, he does get that range out of the Urgot, which is nice. Lucian Braum, same bot lane coming out for NYIT. Jarvan coming out for Bloody TX, one of his most played champions.
Yeah, real excited to see Bloody on the Jarvan too. One of his signature picks, banned away last game, but gonna see what he does with it this game.
The Jinx pickup for Mistrust. Both of those players now on their most comfortable champions. We'll see how they do on those. Silas pick for NYIT. New champion.
Silas pickup really surprising. Haven't seen a whole lot of Silas yet. He's pretty new still. A couple people still trying to figure him out, so I'm trying to see what he's gonna do into this Urgot.
Organa ban coming out from NYIT. Rengar ban from SNHU. Still trying to keep enemy jungler off of that. And Oriana ban from NYIT. Really targeting Simlitel with their bans, it looks like. And the Azir ban, trying to keep I Am Mr. V off of that champ. Did very well with it last game. NYIT does get last pick, so they will be able to take a good matchup into the mid lane. Hecarim coming back in the jungle for NYIT. Lulu picked up for Stillman in the bot lane, although it jinxed Lulu. Looking to get to that late game and really hypercarry.
Yeah, Lulu, one of my favorite supports, is actually really good in this meta, especially with the crit ADCs coming back. Really able to get those ADCs auto attacking real fast. Really good late game.
Syndra picked up for Simlitel. Let's see how they decide to counter that over at NYIT. And they'll pick the Zoe. Most of SNHU here on comfort picks, so they are going back to what they're used to.
NYT running almost the same exact champions, just switching up the Zoli and the Silas. SNHU, on the other hand, going for a completely different lineup, trying to see what they could do this game differently from last game.
Definitely a much different playstyle from NYT, especially Azir versus Zoe, where Zoe's trying to stay as far back as she can and really get paddle stars in from afar, while Azir was much more apt to dive into the back line. So it's going to be all about trying to dodge that sleepy trouble bubble out of Zoe, make sure that the large damage out of paddle star doesn't follow up. While spectator delay is up, I am going to go grab a glass of water. I'll be right back. I am back. Sorry about that. All right, getting into game. Now we have swapped sides, so SNHU is going to be on the left side here, on the blue side in the bottom left, while NYIT will be in the top right on the red side. This is a best of 3 series. NYT obviously going up in the first game, so with a win they will take it. SNHU needs to win the next 2 in order to take the match.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Seconds until minions spawn.
A lot of pinks coming down, teams trying to tell each other where the enemies are.
Minions have spawned.
Hecarim getting a ward in that pixel brush. They're able to remove that ward. Have less vision for NYIT in the river here. They are able to get a ward in the pixel brush on the other side of the map, though. Both junglers starting at their red buff. A much different strategy from SNHU in the bot lane, not looking to just shove the wave, really trying to get good trades in, get poke damage in on the enemy.
Lulu getting some good damage down on the Lucian there.
Yep, able to get long range poke with the Lulu. Let's trust with a 16 farm lead already. Very caustic matchup in the mid lane, both Syndra and Zoe being burst champions, able to put out quite a bit of damage in a very short amount of time. So either of them get caught by a stun or a sleepy trouble bubble, there's going to be a lot of damage put out.
Silas really good at dealing out early damage. Natlus is just gonna have to take it for now and hope to make it to late game.
Yeah, he does still have potions for himself, get himself healthy again. Wave is in a good spot for him too. Silas really needs to push up in order to deal any damage there. Atlas with the shotgun legs, making sure that he doesn't take all that incoming damage from Silas.
SNHU looking to try and gank this mid lane maybe, but it looks like NYIT knows it's there.
Commanding lead in the top.
Ekram stealing away that scuttle from SNHU, looking to get a little bit of a brawl, but SNHU is going to be quick on the collapse.
Because they have, yeah, they have wave priority in the bot lanes. They're able to head up and help out the jungler. Both mid laners getting low on mana. Usually signaling that there's going to be a call sometime soon. Hecarim in the SNH jungle taking out this Gromp here. Like game 1, SNH is able to go back for a BF sword while NYIT is picking up just a Vampire Acceptor and some boots. Trying to deal with that poke damage coming out from the Jinx and the Lulu.
SNHU pinging for some help down in the bot lane. Might want to look for something down there, but looks like the jungler's looking something more towards a little bit mid. Scimitar's caught by the sleepy trouble bubble is going to take a lot of damage. Going to be able to return some of it, but the Jarvan's here for backup. Might go in on it.
Oh, he ulted in the middle of Zoe's ult. Was able to just immediately pop back out of it.
NYT taking first blood, but the Urgot might get a trade kill up in the top lane, and here it is.
Atlas with the solo kill in the top.
Looks like the dive here on Scimitar's. Simato's going to be able to push him away with Scout of the Week. Still trying to go in, taking quite a bit of damage.
NYIT coming to the bot.
Lulu with a nice polymorph and the nice ult from Lulu. Mistrust still going to go down. Lulu might be able to go.
Save yourself, Jarvan
Counter
going
gank coming
in.
Flash and all coming out of Lucian. Gonna look like maybe a dive from NYIT onto the SNHU bot. Think they're
Right,
gonna back away and go for the drag.
Shut down.
Jake's rocket coming in from afar, shutting down that Lucian. Silas going in on the top lane, trying to get some damage down on that Urgot. Urgot returning the damage though.
Barely even up there.
Red team has slain the dragon.
NYT's gonna take the Ocean Drake and back away.
Another collapse onto the bot lane here.
Nice dodge from Mistress. Still gonna get taken down in the end though.
TX on the Braum. Braum ulting to stop some damage from him. They will both walk away.
Ekram Gig on the top side, looking to try and secure this Urgot kill. Silas ult's gonna take it.
Going in on the Zoe is always able to flash out.
Hello Kitty and Mobile Game Noob looking to take out this top lane or at least get a couple plates on it. Gonna back away with 2 plates taken. Serious damage coming in on both mid laners, but both seem to be really low so I don't think a whole lot's gonna happen about the junglers.
Turret plating will fall soon.
Hecarim flying in.
Going to get a kill. Bot lane put on the Jinx. Lulu might not be able to do much here. Gonna switch out of Lulu, looking at double kill at the bot lane.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Silence and Urgot going in for a trade on the top lane.
Forgot with the exhaust.
NYIT may be looking for a dragon down in this bot side of the map, clearing out some vision near it. SNHU is going to respond, putting the jungler and the mid laner down there.
Red team has slain the dragon.
Silas going on with the Urgot. Urgot's falling pretty low. Silas might be able to pick up a kill here. Nice Zonias. Oh,
Oh, and he gets the return.
played by top lane. A lot of damage going in on Mistrust there. Going to have to heal. Here comes the Hecarim. Just going to go on the Lulu and then back off though. Syndra getting a little bit of damage on the Hecarim in the jungle. Big wave pushing into the Nautilus in the top lane. Has to do with the Lucid and Braum now since NYIT did the lane switch.
I guess SNHU will send their duo up to the bot lane themselves. And, oh,
Unfortunate
pick in the
kill
mid.
coming. Yeah, poke damage from Zoe, just able to two-shot the Syndra.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Rift coming in from NYIT.
Interesting decision.
Mistrust
Mistrust with
the
the
ultimate,
rocket.
though. Lulu falling low, going after pop all. SNH2 looking to chase in on this.
Atlas leading the charge. Able to get a grab? No grab.
Luce and Alt gonna come in, but not gonna do a whole lot. Atlas taking up most of that. Big damage done on the Scimitars in the mid lane.
Atlas able to hold this turret until the duo comes back. Trust gets the zap in. Should have the ability to pressure this mid lane. The question is, can they keep the Hecarim from flanking in the side?
SNHU is going to take the time to clear out a little bit of vision in their jungle, try and deny NYIT from getting those picks. Hecarim going to go in on the Urgot here with a little help from the Lucian. Jarvan on the side might be able to help. Natlas is going to fall in the end though to the Zoe. Lulu looking to stop the Hecarim off the dragon. Gonna be able to have him pull away maybe, but he's gonna get reinforcements from his team.
Jumping in on the Hecarim.
Dragon's gonna go to NYIT, but SNH2 is gonna pick up a kill on the Braum and the NYIT going in on the Jinx. He's gonna fall low along with the Lulu. Now going in on Scimitars in the mid lane. Now let's gonna TP and see what he can do here. But there's not a whole lot he can do.
He was already committed to the TP before the rest of the team died.
Fight going in favor of NYIT, 2-5.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Lulu gonna stop the backs of Zoe and Braum.
Team fight brewing here in the jungle in the river area.
NYIT all stacking up in this bus, looking to try and catch someone out. It might beat this Jinx. Mistrust's gonna fall. Going on to the Urgot next. He's gonna be able to get away though. NYIT only taking the miss.
Looks like they're gonna head back and pick up this Baron while they have the one-person advantage. NHG gonna try to contest, it looks like. Have a ward in the pit, they know the health of Baron. NYIT is gonna disengage.
NYIT gonna go in and take out Scimitels.
Simitel looked like he let that happen so that the rest of his team would be able to get out of there alive.
NYT though is going to continue this Baron now, or at least go back onto it.
Biggest concern here is they no longer have the AoE stun from Simitel, so testing this Baron is going to be even more difficult.
Fight gonna break onto your Baron. NYT gonna go in on the Urgot. Going to pick up that kill. Run by fall. Zoe's gonna pick up a double kill. Going in on Lulu now. MOBA Game Noob's gonna pick up a kill. That's gonna be a 3-0 team fight on the side of NYT. Never mind, Zing Chang's gonna go down as well. NYT's gonna go for the Baron. I don't think anyone's gonna be able to stop him this time.
Nope.
NYT looking to pick up the Water Drake here. That's gonna be 4 Drakes to their name. The Water Drake's gonna make it really easy for sieging too.
SNHG needs to find a fight in which they cannot be flanked by this Hextrum.
Mistrust taking a lot of damage from that Zoe. Going to have to fall back. damage coming out from this Zoe. SNHU is going to have to just try and wave clear without getting hit.
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed. Blue team's turret has been destroyed. Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
Mistress going in on the Zoe, trying to get a couple rockets in. NYIT is just going to take all 3 inhibitors without a whole lot of contention. Driver going into the back, trying to go into the Zoe, gets blown up. Next follows the Ergot. Looks like
That
SNHU
should be
team's just
it.
gonna follow
NYIT's
here.
4-person advantage. 2 turrets to go. They should be able to clean this one up. That will do it. NYIT taking the match 2-0. Michael, thank you for joining me in commentating. Everybody, thank you for watching from home. We are going to regroup and see what we can do next week.